For Spanish and French speakers, they have what is called the imperfect tense, okay? For us in English, it's basically when we use used to talk about things that we did when we were a child or a long, long time ago. So repeated actions in the past that we did over and over and over again. Okay? So, for example, in the affirmative form, we have to use the verb use, okay, the past tense. So we're going to see used to plus the main verb that we're using, okay? Let's say I'm using eat. I used to eat chicken when I was a child. This is indicating that it's an action that you did over and over. So it was repetitive in the past, okay? And I want you to pay key attention to the structure. Used to. Normally, my students only write used without the D. That's incorrect. You have to write used to plus the verb in the base form, okay? Because we already have to right here. We are just using infinitive. So to plus the base form of the verb. Good. And it's the same for all the structures, okay? All the subjects. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Used to plus the verb. In the negative form, we have to use did not, but I want you to pay key attention to here. Now that we're using use, we're using did not, we have to put the verb used to, okay, in the base form. We cannot put it with ed like here in the affirmative. So did not used to plus the verb. So I did not used to eat chicken when I was a child, okay? That's telling us that over that period of time, repetitive action in the past, you didn't do something, okay? For the interrogative structure, well, we have to start off with the auxiliary verb do, in this case in the past tense. So did, the subject used to without D, okay, it's very important that you pay attention to the structure here, without D, to plus the verb. So did you, the subject, used to eat chicken when you were a child? And that would be the question form. Okay. The imperfect tense, as I mentioned before, okay, it's very crucial, especially for those people who speak Spanish, okay, and French to talk about repetitive actions from a long time ago in the past. So this is how you would use them in the affirmative, in the negative, and in the interrogative form, okay? Perfect. Let's try to conjugate the verb play soccer, okay? I used to play soccer with my friends. So I, the subject, used to, and then play soccer with my friends. If someone were to tell you this sentence, then immediately you would get the idea that this is something that they used to do a long time ago in the past, probably when they were a teenager or when they were a child. I did not used to play soccer when I was a child. This is probably telling us that it's not an action that they did. They probably played basketball instead of soccer. And if you wanted to ask a question, you would say, did you, okay, so the subject, did you used to play soccer when you were a child? Perfect. This would be the imperfect tense, okay, for us in English. We will move on with the next part of the course in a moment.